overlay them over.
True. So, last time on ArrrrghPG, the rest of the crew became acquainted with Poppy and Archie Saloxon, the esteemed noble parents of Oliver, before boarding the SS Fairweather to fulfill your duty of protecting the passengers aboard for the sweet, sweet reward of 30,000 United Sea dollars. After dealing with various different altercations involving a broken winch, a broken ship hull, and a whole
Mermaid
thunderstorm
rats.
localized directly over the deck of the ship, the captain drags out the devilish perpetrator who reveals himself to be Dealer, the self-proclaimed right-hand man of Dread Pirate Rednips. Not to be confused with the other self-proclaimed right-hand man of Dread Pirate Rednips, Wheeler, who brings in a small group of hired mercenaries using the latest in ship diving magical technologies.
Wait, I just realized their names are Wheeler and Dealer.
Yeah.
Duh! He's done it.
But that was apparently not enough, as his small fleet quickly abandons him under the destructive force of your crew and leaves him stranded helpless atop a huge likeness of a sea serpent that has been summoned by Salnar.
No,
Yeah,
it's
I
not me.
forgot I did that. Oh no, I summoned the water and then Oliver froze it.
Yeah, no, and then I summoned the Hydra.
No, but I summoned the serpent to board their ship.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember summoning the Hydra that sunk their ship, though.
Fucking wizards.
Yes, you did. Fucking wizards. So, you now have Dealer. His ships are now gone, disappeared into the sunset, leaving just him remaining on the end of this makeshift plank that he's currently on. He's going, please, spare me, I beg.
You know, we are pirates,
Arr.
technically. Shouldn't we make this gentleman walk the planks for all the trouble he's given us?
Well, Dealer.
Frankly,
Sorry.
frankly, I don't think he should be walking at all after that.
Friends, you know not what you say. Why would we take this poor man's life? I say, placing a hand on his shoulder.
Yes, I agree.
When we could keep him hale and hearty as a sacrifice to the great serpent.
Wait.
I
Alley-oop
just
there.
Yeah, I was 100% expecting that, but that's good.
said he shouldn't be walking. Didn't say he had to die.
Our lads.
No,
I
are
don't
they?
think he's going
Whatever
anywhere.
you're offering me to do, wouldn't want me as a sacrifice, trust me. I got too many sins on me soul.
On the contrary, friend.
You needn't worry, my friend. I am well versed in the anointment of sacrifices. We shall make you a worthy meal for the serpent yet.
No, please, don't. I'd rather you kill me. I mean, I wouldn't rather you do that either, but, you know, I'm kind of stuck between a rock and a hard place at the moment.
We might consider letting you live if you tell us what your captain has in store.
I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna put my hook
Because
on
it's clear that he's got something planned if you're trying to disturb a passenger vessel such as this.
Give me presence persuasion.
Where is my presence is 2? Persuasion is... Where the fuck are you? Oh, I have max persuasion. That's really good. I have the right sheet open, by the way, fellas, with the correct shit on it.
Oh shit.
Oh, dang.
Oh,
So I was trying to be a little intimidating,
Jacking?
he's
Zedge,
jacking it.
if you want to take it from here. Give it some flavor, if you want.
You put one leg up on the frozen plank as your cape flutters in the wind, as you try and coerce some information out of Dealer, and He kind of looks around nervously as though he really kind of didn't want to do this at all. And he's looking a little fearful now, but
Spill it before we spill your guts on the ocean floor.
can you at least promise me my life if I tell you?
Maybe.
Or if you don't tell us instead of dealer, you're gonna be deader, motherfucker. Arr.
You
How's
needn't worry about your life, my friend. We shall give it great purpose.
As long as I'm here, I'll make sure I don't see you get cut up. How's that?
Alright. I'll spill the beans.
Wise choice.
Dreadpire Rednips, me and Wheeler found him maybe 10 years ago. Stranded. A shell of his former glory and rulership over all four of the seas. And we've raised him up. He's a good man, but what he needs now is the final piece before he can truly take the reins once again. The legendary artifact, the 4-barreled blunderbuss.
Or
Do I even know what that is as someone who's not been a pirate
where
very
is
long?
this blunderbuss?
You can flip me intelligence and CUIs to see if you know
Oh, good.
what,
I have max
what the
intelligence.
4-barreled blunderbuss is.
I have no CYs though, but
I
I
will
am healthy.
take I will take this flip on the caveat to the group that if I do know, I will ensure that my description of it is nonsensical. Because this is a very good flip for me, but there's no reason why I should know this.
Oh, I think I heard stories of that once.
Sejin, would you say maybe I heard it in one of my
Yes, the three
in one of my many books that I've read about like sea tales?
So, Eddie has heard whispers of this artifact before, but
Never seen it with me 2 eyes.
he brushed it off as a mere myth. Meanwhile, Oliver has come across it, not through his formal education, but through some mythological books that he's read as a child. Meanwhile, Tony has been filled in on quite a few details about the 4-barreled blunderbuss through his trusty friend, Dad. And
Best blunderbuss in the 7 seas. What?
and this deal is
I'm so glad Tony's the one who knows the most about pirate artifacts.
It just makes sense. He's the most piratey.
and as Salnar has heard that phrase, an ancient memory begins to stir within his mind.
Oh lord.
Oh shit.
Maybe he knows more than meets the eye.
Ah, the 4 barrels. I'm almost speaking like a little bit more like lucidly than normal, just perhaps. But no, it couldn't be.
Salna, what do you know about the 4-barreled blunderbuss?
It's I sort of like close my eyes and think, but when I open them, the clarity is like entirely gone, and I'm just like,
Your eyes cloud over again.
it must be a great artifact resembling the 4 mighty heads of a serpent.
Oliver just facepalmed.
Meanwhile, Tony immediately corrects Salnar's description of that, as he knows that the 4-barrel blunderbuss was an artifact created in ancient times to ward off a great evil and protect an island from anyone who would dare invade its land.
Or there's not even one serpent on it. What are you talking about?
Then why do these foes seek it with such fervor?
Yeah, Tony, what do
I
you
look-
know about it?
I look back to dealer. Where's the blunderbuss, you bugger?
If I
Don't make
knew,
me
I wouldn't
push
be raiding
this.
this forsaken ship, would I?
Tony, what's
What'd he
so
say?
important about this blunderbuss?
What do you say again?
He doesn't know.
If he knew, he wouldn't be raiding this forsaken.
Yeah.
Then how can we find the Dread Captain Rednips? Where is he? Where'd
Well,
he tell
That's,
you to meet him?
that's what I'm trying to know. All I know is my captain said there'd be someone on this ship with some intel on where it could possibly be.
You went through all this trouble on a hunch?
I turn around and start mean mugging the crew. I look
So
over,
you're saying there's someone among us?
I look over at the puffing quadranglers.
They're just puffing.
They're back.
The puffing quadranglers,
We
Yeah,
never
the final
left.
still
boss of the
cigars
season.
alight, are just staring
puffing.
out over the open ocean on the other side of the ship.
And
Not
hearing
even
this,
listening to your guys' conversation.
They have more important matters to attend.
I wipe the sweat from my brow.
Meanwhile, as you're saying this, pirate hunter comes up behind you guys with he's carrying kind of a it looks like just a regular eel, and dealer, upon seeing that, immediately rolls his eyes and holds out his arms in defeat as the captain allows the eel to wrap itself around his wrists and kind of bites into him.
He's got eel cuffs.
What the fuck?
He's got eel cuffs. Is he?
Okay,
Pirate Hunter dusts his hands off and goes, there we go.
Okay, now I'm gonna push dealer off the plank.
Give me brawn melee.
No, that's a bad flute for me.
so I've read about the blunderbuss in books, but Tony, is there something you know that the artifact has that maybe wasn't written down? And
What I know is this bloody Rednips, and then I push dealer, can't be getting his hands on it.
Wait, you said you'd spare me my life. No.
Yeah, I'm a pirate.
As he's kind of
You can swim, can't you?
flailing about and trying desperately to use magic and failing as the eel cuffs inhibit the use of aura. And he's now he's spluttering, he's coughing, and he's slowly sinking below the surface.
We won't kill you, but the ocean might.
See you later. Arr.
Hunter turns back around to look and he goes, wait, you guys just killed him? Well,
There's
I'm
another
pretty sure he'll live.
There's another one of Rednip's rascals on the ship. We don't need two of them. They might, team up. He just told us there's a mole on the ship.
No,
There's someone suspicious among the patrons.
well, he told you there was someone knowledgeable about the artifact he was looking for. I'm pretty sure if there was anybody else aboard the ship, my user experience tells me that he would have joined them in the battle that happened just now.
Or that's a fair point. Well, anyways, let's find out who knows more about the quad barrel.
Alright, let's just get everyone on the ship lined up and we'll just ask people a few
What were we
questions.
talking about again?
We're trying to find information on the artifact, where it might be.
Exactly.
So
And,
let's just get everyone in a room and just sort of go about and just sort of get people's stories, just in case.
As
Can I wait? Can I'm gonna sort of turn to the group, just be like, or no, I'm gonna turn to that Captain Hunter, be like, friend, I beseech you, please bring the patrons aboard the top deck, and I shall determine who among them is harboring these secrets.
An emergency meeting, you would say, Salna.
In a manner of speech, yes.
Hunter goes, aye aye. You got my word. As he goes up and
Trying my hardest not to lose this whole premise for this specific session.
as he goes back up to the helm of the ship and hits his big red button in the middle. That all of the passengers on this ship knows the call to immediately assemble on the top decks. As
Thankfully, the puffing quadrangulars are already assembled.
Some
they've
of
been
the
assembled.
crew are mumbling. Some of the crew are mumbling something about being like almost done with the memory game.
Captain's just looking at them like, what the hell? The nobles start to nervously peek their head out above the deck of the ship, and once they've assessed that there's no more threat, they immediately rush out and start cheering as they kind of parade you guys around the ship a bit and go, yeah! We didn't know you four could hold off a little pirate fleet against us. That was insane.
There's 5 of us, isn't there? And I turn. There's me, Salnar, Eddie, Tony. Is Bill still with us?
Bill is. Bill
Probably collecting the barnacles.
currently does not appear to be with you guys, but he does this from time to time. He's known to. As a ratkin, he's a very solitary fellow. And
Are Oliver's parents in the crowd of people?
they are, and your dad Archie especially is whooping and cheering after he'd witnessed the Hydra attack that you pulled off.
What is
Son!
What is Oliver? Okay.
Oh my, that was amazing. Why didn't you just do this in school? You could have got top grades in all your classes.
Well, I wasn't able to do it until something weird happened with the compass that I took. I don't know if I can use magic without it. I've been keeping it on me.
Your mother walks up and she's also similarly happy, but she's a little more reserved. Yes, Oliver, that was great and all. But really, it put a fright in me seeing those attacks being launched at you. I mean, I've never really witnessed or heard about a pirate crew living a rat cannonball before. When I saw that being fired, it certainly sent shivers through my spine.
Yeah, Oliver, you better be careful. You could knock your eyes out with those things.
Oliver is just going to kind of take his parents in a bit of a hug and just say, well, now that you've seen it, I hope you understand that I kind of need to go on this sort of self-discovery.
Well, as much as I don't like it, I can't deny that you do have amazing skill, Oliver, and I'm very proud. But
I promise to
don't die out
return
there.
home.
You're the last heir of the Siloxan line.
I promise I will return home, and whenever we are ported in a city that supports post, I will write to you.
And Captain Hunter claps his hands together and goes, "Alright, you, Salnar, was it? What did you say you had planned for us?"
So I'm gonna sort of like try and take like an elevated position somewhere on the ship. I don't know
Jesus
necessarily
Christ.
where that would be.
I'd say you're like,
It's like a little stool you stand on.
I'd say like, but the helm of the ship is like an elevated position.
Okay, that makes sense. And I'm just immediately breaking out into full sermon mode, just going like,
Oh no.
"Passengers of this grand vessel, the evil which besieged us has been vanquished, but in its
Yeah!
dying throes has revealed to us that those among you hold great secrets.
Ooh,
Please, I beseech you, Come forward and reveal your secrets to us, lest they be revealed by the eye of the serpent.
They kind of
Lord.
nervously look around at each other, but then obediently get into a single file line, ready to be appraised by Salnar. And if you're trying to extract knowledge, I will say that's intelligence and spirit magic.
Okay. So my hope was that it was going to be like so moving that people were going to like come forward and just like spill secrets about themselves. But I'll take the appraisal route as well if you'd rather.
They still will drop their secrets.
So it's what in spirit magic?
Intelligence.
Intelligence. Spirit magic.
Inspector Gadget.
Okay. Off to a rousing start. Gonna throw a hero point on that. Okay.
my.
Great idea. That was a good idea.
Okay, it's going good.
You're doing it big. You're doing it big.
The double Joker,
Put 4 drive
baby!
on it. Just put 4 drive on it. I mean,
You know what? Let's put 2 drive on it and see how we're feeling. Honestly,
Hey yo.
I'll totally take 4 successes and 2 jokers. I'm trying to see
That's
something.
pretty
I'm
neat.
trying to see something.
for high
You're
five.
so good.
You're
We're gonna find out. We're gonna find out something right now.
Whether or not it'll help us, that's a different story, but it's going to be interesting.
so they
I can hear, like, the cogs in Zedgen's head just whirring, trying to, like, figure out how the fuck do you approach this.
I've got something for this, but they approach in single file, and one by one you're going through all the nobles, and as you put your hand to their head, you're kind of their eyes roll back into their head and glow a little bit as you search their minds for any possible memories of a relevant secret. And you're going through all the nobles, and many of them obviously don't know shit about what this is, and you're learning various safe combinations and various affairs within different noble families and all that kind of stuff. And it gets to Puffing Quadrangular's turn, and
No.
you put your hand upon his head, and your magic kind of goes a bit haywire upon feeling his calm and relaxed energy. Your own magic goes haywire and blasts him in the forehead. Blasts one of the Puffing Quadrangulars in the forehead, sending him back
Oh, no!
as he's kind of blasted back unconscious on the deck of the ship. And the other 3 go, right, who's this Joker think he is? Tony! I thought you were one of
Sounder,
us.
what do you think
This
you're
is-
doing?
This is a doing of your crewmate. What'd you have to say?
I'm so sorry, lads. I had no idea you was gonna be blowing your brains apart like that. I would never have allowed this to happen if I had known. Let me handle this. Salnar?
I am unsure what to make of this. It is as if his mind is as calm as the windless ocean. Not even the most powerful magic could penetrate it. I fear I may have overstepped.
You're darn right you overstepped.
Or you can help
They-
him out. Fucking heal him or something, Salnar. I mean,
I can heal him.
Freaking forehead off.
I'm going to walk over to the man that was accidentally blasted and cast healing magic on him.
Alright. Give me it's just the intelligence spirit magic.
As he's doing that, can I also? I'm gonna be putting a new cigar into his mouth and lighting it up.
Yeah.
Okay, I actually.
me-
Oh wow! Hold on. I had
shit.
something planned for this. So he's gonna cast it, and the stars the stars gonna make a constellation that looks like Virgo, the young maiden, which will like it's just kind of this ghostly woman made of constellation magic that's just gonna put her hand over this gentleman's forehead, and just with a kind of like a green bluish glow, it's gonna heal him.
Is she gonna light his smoke too?
She will with her hand. She'll just put it over and
She pulls out a
brightness
Zippo.
of the brightness of the star.
I mean, her fingertip is literally a star, so it will
So-
light the cigarette.
She just kind of gently just taps it, and then it lights up on its own just from the pure heat, and then
Yep.
she just sort of dissipates.
The constellation of Zippo, though.
What?
She made. She pulls out a fucking Zippo lighter that's also a constellation.
So he's lying down unconscious, and as this magic's being applied to his head, you don't really see much visible change. But as soon as the cigar is lit, he immediately springs up. His body like rotates from the 180-degree angle up to a 90-degree standing upright.
Do you feel better, sir?
Oh, I'm so sorry about that.
Never been better. as the other three go, the only way we'll let you get off the hook scot-free is if you also light the rest of ours. In the same way.
I'm gonna just say the maiden is still there before she dissipates. Virgo is just gonna light all the other three of them and then disappear.
On
Pass
what?
the light around. Holds out the Zippo constellation. They all put their cigars on.
That's not what I planned. No.
They all take off their sunglasses for a brief moment to reveal a shocked expression before putting the sunglasses back on for their usual stoic attitude, and they go, well, alright, no issues here.
Alright, thanks, lads, for
If
understanding.
you need us,
Glad we worked it out.
we'll be over here.
You're
They go
welcome,
back to
by
their
the
regular
way.
positions.
You're welcome, by the way. I was Oliver whispers to Tony, "You're welcome, by the way."
Alright, I appreciate it.
As it comes back to Salnar, who's still appraising the minds of these nobles.
Oh Lord, here we go.
Guys are so
And eventually it does come round to the final two nobles are in fact Archie and Poppy Soloxan. And Salnar puts his hand to Archie's head, and he begins speaking first some random things, but then it appears this fact has been lurking in his subconscious for a while. And Archie is pretty well versed, being a scholar, on not only the facts of the world, but also the mythological aspects. And he begins revealing in this zombie-like state all the information he knows about the four-barreled blunderbuss. And he's going, yes, the four-barreled blunderbuss. It's an artifact made in the south by the... And as he's saying that, Poppy kind of rugby tackles him out of the script and goes, "No, wait, please, we can give you this information, but there's one thing that one more favor I must ask of you guys before you find out this information, if that's all right with you."
Or what's out with it?
Well, it's quite a personal business, actually. But it's very important to the Soloxan line. Oliver, this will be your greatest priority.
Sorry, I zoned out a minute. I had to answer someone's question. What happened?
Archie started
Your
revealing some
dad's fault.
information, but Poppy stopped him because She wants you to do a favor for her first.
Okay.
Well, you see, the reason we're going to Lavish Land on this fine day is there's a banquet going. It's the Duke of Lavish Land. He's preparing a partnership today with the daughter of the Sarkeesian family, and
Oh no.
that simply will not do. Simply will not.
So wait, out of context, what's happening?
So there's a big banquet for like a
Yeah.
wedding, and they don't want it to happen.
You want us to sabotage?
Well,
You want us?
you're pirates, aren't you?
We are.
Now, before we get there, I think it's important to note how many throats are we allowed to slash.
Well,
And more importantly,
Fierce.
is this matrimony being observed in the proper reverence to Igyali?
I mean,
what's eagerly?
oh, don't ask. Do not.
You know not of what you speak. Please, you must silence yourself
Okay,
before your
anyway,
ignorance is known to the serpent.
Whoa!
No.
Sound not! Oliver's just gonna put both his hands on his shoulders and just goes, "Those are my parents. They're not heretics."
You must silence yourself.
She's gonna pretend
forgive-
that she didn't hear that.
Please forgive Salma, mother, father.
Well,
I suppose so, but all right. Well, I'm gonna turn to the group and just go, "Can we not make it a bloodbath?"
it's
Well,
it's
this is
imperative
why I'm
that-
asking.
It's imperative that this can't be tied back to the Sir Loxon family in any way.
Oh, good, and you're sending me there.
She kind of sheepishly pulls out some butler costumes. Well, it might have been quite obvious at this point that I've been planning this for a while. I was worried I'd have to enlist the help of those cat pirates back there, but I guess this kind of works out.
I
I
mean,
can hire my own son,
Yep, I guess. All right, let's go.
and I
Let's
won't
go
even need
ruin-
to pay him, because, you know, family rates and all.
Yeah,
Oliver's
maybe
just
you
like
need to
holding
pay
all
him.
the neatly
How much,
folded uniforms in his hand, by the way, while Tony's probably gonna go off.
How much for the rest of us?
Oh, I know. I'm only kidding. I've sorted out with Maria, the that lovely woman who sorted out your previous payment, and once you've completed this task for us, you'll be getting a nice joint payment from us as 60,000 berries, United Sea dollars, and.
Berries, yeah. I didn't even question it. I've been reading too much fucking One Piece.
God damn it!
I trust this deal is to your liking.
Arr, arr.
Wonderful,
Crash a party.
wonderful. You need to destroy that party. I mean, don't destroy it, but you know, just
We're gonna tear shit, tear things up. Arr.
just make people leave. Make sure it's not going quite to plan, and I'm sure the Duke will call it off once he sees something going amiss. It's his.
Yeah, we could probably just light it on fire.
It's the Duke's treasured daughter, after all. He wouldn't want it going to some terrible family like the Sarkeesians.
Why are you so invested in this wedding? Other than, I guess, in the good interest of the Duke.
Oliver, I don't know how many times I've told you this, but you need to marry into that family, the Duke's family. That's the only way we take control of Lavish Land, Oliver. I've told you this before.
Oh God!
It's absolutely imperative that it does not go to them.
I'll help you stop this wedding, but that doesn't mean I agree to this.
Well, last I checked, you don't get a say, but oh well.
I thought you were looking for love.
I want to find love on my own.
You must hold more reverence towards your parents, my friend. Who else shall lead you into the mouth of the serpent when the great consumption comes?
That's not as uplifting as I think you think it sounds. We'll stop this wedding, but that's where my support ends at the moment.
Alright, well, I trust you all have the capacity to take on this job. Be safe out there. Don't get captured.
I mean, how much more dangerous could a wedding be compared to fighting pirates on the ocean? Insert Always Sunny in Philadelphia theme.
What could possibly go wrong? The gang gets Team PK'd at a wedding.
Doc comes back and we're all dead.
And as you're wrapping up this conversation, you begin to notice that you guys are actually very close to Lavish land already. And you can immediately tell that you're at the right island as you see a land of pure golden roads with like skyscrapers all over, looking extremely fancy.
Everything's basically made out of gold and high quality marble, I assume.
And you guys dock up at this, an even more lavish port that you docked at last time at the previous island in Style Isle.
It's a little much, isn't it?
The
Keep yourself focused, Tony. We're here for
absolutely
admission.
ablaze with celebrations of the Duke's daughter's wedding.
By the way, Mother, what is the wedding? Do we have time to prepare, or is it like today?
It's in an hour.
Oh, good. That's even less time.
Plenty of time to spare then.
I trust that'll be enough to get changed and get prepared.
I just start.
Only need 5 minutes to get changed.
I'm going to be like, all right, let's find us maybe a hotel or something, and just change into these outfits.
I just start putting.
I'm sure they got a room in the castle somewhere.
We can't get into the castle without being dressed as butlers.
We said we were crashing the thing. It shouldn't be an issue.
Oh Lord! Just put your uniform on.
Am I outgoing?
Oh, we have our own ship that was attached. We could just get changed on our own ship.
That is true too.
I completely forgot. We literally just have our ship. So we don't even have to go anywhere, and we can keep our regular clothes and stuff on the ship.
Wait, we have our ship? What?
Yeah, it was
was
attached to
being
the
towed.
passenger ship, yeah.
Oh. Ha!
So I assume just for the sake
Good
of
job,
brevity,
thanks.
we say we just get changed.
Yeah,
And we're dressed...
I'm gonna put my butler costume on over my pirate outfit.
Could you at least take your hat off?
Arr.
he puts his butler hat over his pirate hat.
There's a butler hat?
Over my captain's hat.
You know, this is a good time to bring this up. I don't know if I ever clarified this. Did I ever change my clothes, or have I just been still wearing, like, the same, like, ratty rags on this ship the whole time?
We're pirates.
I
Yeah.
definitely got the impression that, like, they never actually gave me a change of clothes.
On Style Isle, you got a change of clothes. They did you up, but throughout the various fights, they're looking back to normal for most of you. As there are various burn marks, tears, and it's just generally looking pretty worse for wear right now. And as you come back out, Bob goes, "Oh, wonderful! You look like you could serve me a fresh cup of tea right now." Anyway, I won't be at the wedding since, well, obviously, we're not invited, but I wish you the best of luck, and I'll see you later.
Thank you.
As you guys are almost against your will carried away by the grand procession going on in the street.
Where's our 30K?
You're traveling through the streets you've got all them like actually don't know what like streamers I think they're called with like around the
Like a bunch of Twitch streamers carrying us along.
You mean like the paper that people like shoot
Yeah.
in the air? Yeah, those are streamers.
loads of those, confetti being blown about, and just various bits of celebrations going on. As
Now this is a procession worthy for vessels of Igyali.
Oh lord.
kind of getting some weird looks as you're announcing that loudly in the middle of this crowd, but as you move along, you start to see a grand hall appear in at the top of a hill and into the street, and it's a huge manor made out of pure like marble with the marble pillars and got these big marble steps leading up to it. And as you guys make your way up to the top of the staircase, the guy at the front desk goes, "Ah, more butlers. Thank goodness. We've been needing some. We're very understaffed right now."
Oh really? That's such a shame, because it would honestly be such a shame if anything happened at this fine matrimony.
Yes, it would. It really would.
It would certainly be truly awful.
Punch Oliver.
I'm gonna approach this man and just be like, "Is there any chance that I may speak with the residing priest of this wedding? I want to ensure that it is going through in the proper rites as sanctified by our Lord."
Alnar.
I put my hand over Salnor's.
We're butlers. Where do we go again?
Sorry about our older friend here. He's been, the sun is starting to set on him. He's not quite all there, but he's good for work.
I mean, I'm not quite sure what business you'd have with the priest.
Again,
you
he's
want-
not.
No business.
you want to
Just tell us
serve
where
him.
Just tell us where the butlers
Oh.
are, please.
You're one of the
Yes.
most thoughtful employees I've met today. You're gonna
Yes,
fit right in.
That's great, because we are certainly thoughtful, and we are certainly going to try our hardest to make sure that this wedding comes to pass, as would every other employee at this fine establishment.
Knock on wood as I knock on his desk that is probably gold.
That's good.
Brilliant. And let me just make my final checks as he brings out his clipboard with a list of
Oh,
all
there's so many
the
people
assigned
there.
butlers' names.
Oh, we wouldn't want to keep you. We wouldn't want to keep you waiting. Oliver's
I'm assuming
struggling
there's
at this.
still a mouth over my. I'm assuming there's still a hand over my mouth.
Yeah, there's a mouth over your mouth.
How are you?
Oh, there's a mouth over my mouth. Oh,
Yeah,
so you dog.
I kissed Salnar to shut him up.
The only way to shut him up is.
Shut up, you fool.
Love is certainly in the air.
May have
At
to
this
book a
wedding.
second priest.
I found love in the open seas.
Oh no! This is gonna be one of the best. This is one of the best fucking sessions so far.
So as Eddie's as Tony is French kissing Oliver. he,
Wait! How did it turn into Tony kissing Oliver?
I thought that's what he said. I thought that's what Brown said.
far. It's going too far.
Okay, everyone's just
Tony
getting
is
into the
kissing
action.
Salnar to get him to stop talking.
No ERP, no ERP.
Yeah, let's
yeah.
stop. We're going down a slippery slope.
Okay, there's no kissing, but I think Oliver is probably.
We're turning this into one of those campaigns.
He looks up and goes,
God.
"Ah, what customary service? You're already mouth feeding each other." But I ask you wouldn't do that to our esteemed guest at this wedding.
Only the finest.
Dog, the butlers are expected to baby bird the guests. Lavishland's different.
We were just showing off our abilities.
Lavish Land is just a different kind of place, guys.
Guys, you need to respect Lavishland's culture. It's not weird. It's just part of their culture.
Now,
So
may
it's going
I
to the
get your
name-
names?
Oh my god.
My name is.
I'm Tony.
Olivier.
No. Oh god. My name is
My name's
Lando Spencer.
Lando.
I'm Cap.
Strange.
I'm Cap. Tony 10.
I can't appear to find either of your names on this list today.
Oh, you know what? We're last minute
Ma-
additions
Ma-
to the staff. We were told this morning. I don't know if that sheet's been updated. But we don't.
Mine's a bit weird. It starts with an L. I won't try to say it because you won't be able to, tell by
What?
looking. It's the weirdest one. You'll know immediately.
So, are you insulting
You know,
my intelligence?
We're last.
No, I'm from the south. The name's down there.
No, again, we're last minute additions. We were just told this morning that we were part of this matrimony. I don't know if the sheet that you have in your hand's been updated.
Wit
But
persuasion.
considering the fact that the wedding's in an hour, we probably don't have enough time to check to see if the sheet's updated. And,
I wanna tell the guy.
Oh,
Damn it.
Oh my god.
What a flip.
Holy shit. Well, wish the bride and groom our regards. We're not getting it.
No, I have a plan.
Oh, really? Well, as a butler, you would know that if you were truly a butler, that there is no such thing as last-minute additions in Lavishland. Everything is planned out 7 days in advance, to the hour.
huh.
So,
I'm
may
gonna
I
punch
ask-
him in the face. Knock him out.
I'll do a
Yes.
double whammy with him. I'll also
Yes.
punch him in the face at the same time.
All right, give me
Is there anyone else in the room?
a
kinda
agility
just-
melee.
I think it's too late
Agility.
for that. We double jokered. I think
One.
it's too late to check
It's
that.
too late to check.
I do not have anything in melee, but I am healthy, and I'm gonna use a hero point.
Let's go.
You do have
Hey,
no
one
more
success.
jokers.
Oh,
Yes!
I forgot it.
Oh my god.
Combine these. It's like we kind of do like the thing where it's like a double kamehameha, but
He,
it's like
he
just
fucking
a
hook. He fucking hook hand
As the
sucker punches this guy.
No, it's not with the hook. I didn't
Okay.
flip an extra
That's
hook
true,
because
that's
I don't
true.
want to fucking murder him brutally. In
faster
one
than the
second.
butler clerk can even reach for the hidden manager button underneath the desk, the Oliver and Tony deliver a double punch at the exact same time, cleanly knocking him out, and without any witnesses around.
I'm gonna turn my head side to side. I'm gonna start whistling and walking in.
I'm gonna take his post.
Yeah, honestly, what I pictured was like
I'll drag him in
Oliver
a
was like.
closet.
What I pictured was like Oliver was like readying his punch, and Tony hit him in the back of the head so hard that his face like was thrown forward into Oliver's fist.
What the fuck, dude?
Ah, see,
I like that.
All right. And Eddie, you're gonna take his post?
Yeah, I'm gonna drag the unconscious.
Yeah, why not?
If someone,
There's
If someone asked me about it, I didn't see a thing.
There's Tony, there's a broom closet over there. Stuff him in the broom closet.
I put him in the coat
Coat check. They put him in the coat check.
Yeah, put him in the coat check behind my coat.
You hang him up. You hang his coat up. You hang his coat up in the closet while he's still wearing it.
Yeah, in the back. Yep. Put him in the coat closet.
It's like that scene from Cat in the Hat where Mike Myers hangs up the old lady in the closet by a coat hanger.
Yeah, it's like that.
I've not seen that movie.
I can't find a gif of it, but it's really funny.
Eddie, as you're leaving the closet from hanging him up, and the rest of you are still around the desk, a big group of 10 more people come in and arrive at the desk and go, hello,
Go up to
we'd like
Eddie.
to check in, please.
Please tell me Eddie's already holding up the clipboard. Please tell me he's already pretending like he can look at it. Please, I want Eddie to be like the guest guy and he can't read the guest list.
Absolutely.
It already is that.
Hello. We're
Hello?
waiting to be served here. They kind of wave their arms in front of your face.
He's turned around. He's completely turned around.
Yes.
Yes, so
Your names.
Yes, we're the esteemed Rakesh family here to witness a momentous occasion in Lavish Land's history.
I don't think they're on the list.
I can't seem to see your name on here.
While he's going with that, I'm just gonna motion to Tony and Salna that we should just hurry and get inside.
Yeah, should start going in.
Yeah, you guys can go in, but I'll keep playing out this scenario.
Yeah, no.
Maybe it's the spelling. Could I see your IDs?
I love Eddie so much, man.
It's impossible. It's impossible that this joke has been going on for so long, and it's still just as funny.
I mean,
It doesn't make any sense. It's still just as funny as the first time I heard it.
They all look positively insulted by your request to see the esteemed family's IDs.
They're all giving it. They're all just staring daggers at him, and he's just like, "It's my job now."
Listen here, boy. Don't make me call in your manager. It will not end well for you.
Manager's out taking a nap, actually.
I am the manager.
I mean, I'll have you know, I actually am them.
Alright, give me presence persuasion.
Let me just double check. Yeah, no, I don't have that.
This is genuinely one of the
Do I?
funniest.
I have one presence.
You also have hero points.
I do also have
3
hero
drugs.
points. 3.
That's fucked.
We're actually regulars to this place, and unless there is some kind of a shift of management that we were not made aware of, there's a very low chance that you are the manager.
Well, unfortunately, the last guy was letting guys in that weren't on the list.
They go, right, we've had enough of this, as they try to just walk past the desk and towards the doors where Oliver and Tony currently are. And
Oliver,
Salnar.
Tony, and Salnar.
Where do you think you're going?
We're going
Excuse
to
me.
take our rightful seats as guests.
Okay. Well, have you been properly cleared by the desk clerk?
It's a no.
The clerk says you're not meant to be here, so you better get out.
He's a complete
We don't
fraud. He
want
doesn't
any-
know how to do his job.
We don't want any rapscallions interrupting this wedding.
I tap Oliver on the arm, and I start circling my shoulder a little bit.
I'm gonna go. I raise my hand. I raise my arms and I go, friends, do not be so impertinent towards our noble guests. Come, fine folk. Come and let me give you the proper blessings so that you may enter the hallow halls of these weddings, as instructed by the priest.
Or if you don't get the blessing, you're not coming in. You got that?
Give me. So you're trying to persuade them, right?
So, yeah, I guess I am trying to persuade them first before I do what I actually do.
If you had something else in mind, you can do that, or you can
Well,
give me a presence persuasion.
Well, my plan was that the blessing was that I was just gonna put them to sleep with magic.
Yeah,
I was saying you can attempt that if you want.
I am going to try that.
All right.
Is that still persuasion, or am I flipping a
Oh
magic
no!
roll
If
now?
you're using some hypnosis magic, I'll say it's spirit and intelligence.
Alright. You know what, let's pre-hero point this, because I have no more jokers.
Not bad.
What a flip.
I'll take it!
You managed to take all their attentions just long enough to induce a split second of hypnosis magic, which is normally hard to pull off, but is very potent in small amounts, and it just so happens that they're all looking at your hands at the right time to cast the spell, and they all immediately drop unconscious. Well, not unconscious, but they've fallen asleep for an indefinite amount of time.
Oliver, help me out here.
Start dragging him into the closet.
As it so happens, because it has a nice 10 spare hangers ready to.
I wanna put their wallets into the coat of the original desk clerk.
Okay.
He's framing him!
All their jewelry, too.
Um.
And maybe even a couple pairs of ladies' underpants.
Only a cup.
I'll say give me wit sneaking to see how well you can pull that off in dark closet. Actually, not that the darkness matters, as
I'll use my other hero point.
Dramatic failure.
Eddie, you being used to the darkness, you managed to very easily and efficiently shift the various pearls, jewels, and cash that these dumbass nobles that thought they were way too safe in Lavish, which normally they are, but
We're here
today. Tony attempts the same thing, but upon seeing the jewels that he's holding in his hands, he simply can't resist adorning his butler's outfit with jewelry, making him a much more shiny butler. And we'll see how that plays out as you guys enter the grand hall.
And it's a banquet, right? Not a wedding just yet. Or is it a wedding? I'm confused. I thought it was a banquet. Oh, it is a wedding.
And As you
I'm so glad Zell found the gift, by the way, because that's exactly what I was imagining.
you guys push open the grand doors of this establishment, and are greeted by a huge room lit by a massive hanging chandelier in the center, with several huge tables of guests and many busy-looking butlers in the same outfits that you guys are wearing. And obviously there is one table that is now empty. It was supposed to be filled up.
Is there food and drinks
they
at
must
that
be
table?
late or something. I'm not sure, but they aren't here either way.
Is there food and drinks on that table? Because honestly, we've been at sea for so long, I think I'm hungry.
The starters have already been served, and there's
Ooh.
glasses of champagne already.
Let's get properly fueled up, gentlemen. If we're going to
Well,
complete
nobody
our
else
mission.
is gonna drink them, so.
Yeah. So I assume the three of us go over and just start eating and drinking.
I just start drinking champagne now.
And as you're doing that, the head butler, as specified by his name tag, which says head butler, he immediately rushes over and goes, excuse me, guys, what's going on here?
Oh, sorry.
We were
So there was a catered lunch.
Oh, is Eddie with us
It
now,
is,
or
but
is he
not
still
for
there?
you.
Wait, is Eddie with us or not? I'm confused.
We were taught at sea, never waste food.
I imagine after framing that guy, I probably wanted to screw off.
Eddie chose to join you guys after seeing that was the last family on the checklist to
Can I
arrive.
headbutt the head butler?
After he saw that, yeah.
He did see it.
Yes.
Also, Oliver, what did you just say you're about to do?
Can I headbutt the head butler?
You can with your own melee.
I don't want to, but I just thought that pun was really funny, but there's too many people around.
I knew someone was
so
going
you
to say it.
So you're retracting the action.
Sorry. I will
Sorry,
give myself...
sir. You see, I'm actually here to fix the chandelier.
And I am
Well-
here to make sure the food hasn't been poisoned. You know what it's like when, and Oliver's gonna kind of just use a nearby napkin to wipe his face. You can never be too careful at weddings. There's always people that are trying to undermine the ceremony.
Great.
Could you imagine if there were ruffians that were trying to stop this wedding from happening? That would just be shocking.
I know, right? That's insane, and it's great timing that you're here, seeing as
So I'm just
our-
making sure that all of the other dishes haven't been and Oliver's gonna take another forkful of whatever he's eating just to make sure.
Yes, it's great timing that you're here, seeing as the our previous poison tester has unfortunately
Been
died
poisoned?
this morning. Well, it wasn't safe, as you said.
But see,
So,
that's why my job is important.
yes, finally we have a replacement. Thank you for submitting yourself to that role after no one else was willing to.
Oliver's just gonna take a piece of cake and just don't worry about it.
And you said you're here to work on the chandelier.
I gotta, we got a work order on a chandelier here today, and we showed up a little late. We had about 10 other chandeliers to do. Now, these lads aren't with me. I just met them coming in. The old boss gave me a butler suit. Said it was like there's some sort of dress code or something. But yeah, I'm just here to fix the chandelier.
Thanks for covering your own ass to make sure you're not associated with us if we get caught.
I mean, it is the middle of dinner, but he kind of
All right,
turns
it's just gonna
around
be a
to
quick
look.
fix. It's just a little thing I need to do.
He turns around to look at the chandelier that's hanging, and as he's kind of examining it, he audibly gasps, "A light! A light amongst the twinkling stars of our chandelier is being extinguished. Sir, get up
Don't
there
worry.
immediately, post haste, and fix that light."
I'll be right on it, sir.
I salute him with my hook.
And
is there-
if
And
you don't
you,
mind,
sir, what would you like to do? As he gestures towards Eddie.
Well, I was told I was here to, inspect the, everyone's dress code is up to snuff.
Ah, yes, That's we don't have a dress code, Shaka, but it would make sense
Well,
that everyone needs to
I
be.
think that's why
proper.
I was hired.
It's very important, especially since it's the Duke's daughter that's getting married. Don't you
I'm-
forget.
You have a good mind. The Duke will not stand for anyone without a.
If there's a single shirt out of place, the Duke is going to have it, and I will not be held responsible. And I
want to
don't want
see-
you to be held
I
responsible.
promise you, I will not see a single outfit that is out of line here.
I want to see those ties pushed up and those top buttons done up. Good man.
I
good
want
man.
to see that too. Desperately.
Oh, I
Desperately want to see that.
I can't get over how good it is
Ah.
with Eddie. The joke never gets old.
You're so
How does the joke
enthusiastic. I
never
love
get
it.
old?
All right.
And Salnar, do you want
Oh
do
yeah.
you want to do your own thing, or do you want to
oh.
be like my assistant or something?
I'm fixing the chandelier. Zell's checking outfits. What are you
I'm
doing?
the food taster. The
Oh, I
poison
know
tester.
exactly.
Cynical's a food taster.
I know exactly. I know exactly what Saldar is doing.
Before Salnar goes, Oliver's just gonna go. So, Head Butler, could you point me in the right direction of the kitchen, and I'll get on to my job?
Well, the floor plans were sent out with the butler kit that's sent out to all guys, but it is just on the right there.
Let Dingle,
Alrighty.
let Dingle pick his job and then let me do a thing.
Well, everyone else kind of went off.
Well, nobody left yet.
Oh, my
Right.
bad. Sorry.
I
I thought everyone was immediately leaving as soon as
I
they
wanted
got
to
their
do a hero
jobs.
speech for everybody split up.
Yeah, I want to. All right. Yeah,
Ooh,
okay.
Nice.
Then he does ask, but Oliver's gonna wait until Salnar finishes.
It is my calling to serve as spiritual guide for the officiator of this grand affair, so that it is done in the proper sacrament to honor the great Lord.
Well, we actually are missing the entertainment, so yeah, sure, yeah, go for it. Just don't say anything that could potentially offend any of these families here. Seem like
Do not worry, my friend. I shall simply preach to them the truth of the great serpent.
this seems like a good bit, sir. Yes, go ahead, be my guest.
It is the grandest of all.
Okay, and then I'm gonna turn to the. I'll turn to the crew that he did, but I guess this guy doesn't know. And it's charm empathy, right?
Yep.
We're gonna huddle up.
Yep, it's the football pre-game team speech.
And just I don't know, like 4 drive and a hero point, I guess.
Thank God, I'm just back in time, just in time for the hero speech.
I may not know any of ye. This may be our very first meeting. But I know ye are some good lads. And this party, well, this party, it's gonna be much more grand and fantastic than they could have ever imagined with us here. Or well, with you, all of us here, just because I can tell you all your lads are, the fucking roughest, toughest, butler and
Butlers.
crew that, this party's ever seen. Nobody in... Oh.
I turn to the head butler.
I don't know how to inspire butlers. You think maybe you could give it? They look like they need a little something.
Yes, I can give the official Butler Manifesto. I know it by heart.
Thank you, sir.
Today, we butlers and chandelier fixers will do our best to, we'll all do our jobs and, we'll go and do our things. Sometimes we may slip up and
Jobs, do our
it may be
things,
pretty often
slip
that we
up
slip up, but,
a lot.
and we are pretty easily replaceable as well.
Get replaced.
Is this really? I have
you
some things to
nailed
take
it.
care of. I'll see you guys later.
I pat him on the back.
Alright, it was good.
These butlers have a strange manifesto indeed.
He runs off extremely embarrassed that he forgot the Butler Manifesto under pressure. But you guys will receive 2 extra flips to your next flip.
No, it was great. I already thought of the best way for me to screw up the wedding on my end.
Just out of character, by the way, who haven't I let do a hero speech yet?
Crazily enough, I don't think I've done one yet.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Has Oliver done one? Have you done one, Cynical? Never mind. It doesn't matter.
I don't think so.
I don't think
I'm
so.
not.
Bill definitely has.
Yeah.
It straight up. I know Doc has.
I'm pretty sure you have two. You have 2, right, Sal?
I was the first one that did.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's just those 2 then. So it's just it's me and Sin who haven't yet.
Okay.
I'm gonna be right back real quick.
Okay.
I'm back.
Nothing actually.
Hey, welcome back.
You
Hey,
do scratch off tickets.
He's got.
Yeah, with my desk mat.
Hey, it's an unorthodox strategy, but I dig it. Okay, you guys can tell me which one of you secretly won the. Oh, actually, I just realized. I was gonna say which one of you secretly won like the fucking like $1 billion lottery, but I realized that literally for like everyone but me and Brown have no clue what I'm talking about.
I know. There were people here that went across the border to enter.
What?
I don't know
That's
what you're
not
talking
fair.
about.
You shouldn't be allowed to win our lottery as a Canadian.
Yeah, why not?
why not?
What $1 billion lottery, dude? Fuck.
The fucking a couple weeks ago, the Powerball was like fucking like it was something crazy like $800 million.
Yeah.
Nice,
Don't
dude.
know.
Someone win it?
I think so. They were in one of the states where you can claim anonymously though, so no one knows who it is.
Nice. That's the way to be.
Yeah.
I'd fucking hate. I wouldn't even play the lottery if I was in a state where you had to like fucking like report it with your real name.
Ugh. At that point, just fucking change your name and go super.
Yeah, really.
I'm just going to fucking Thailand. Fuck it. What are they gonna do? Follow me? Idiot.
Alright.
All right.
Alright.
So,
Okay, now leave.
as you guys have kind of agreed internally on your plans for this wedding, you're greeted by the crowd suddenly going silent, and the head butler is on the like an elevated stage part above like all the rest of the tables. Behind him sits a grand looking table with like golden chalices and stuff, and a huge curtain. And he goes, "Ladies, gentlemen, it is time. The esteemed guests, one and all, please feast your eyes upon the great Magnus Sarkeesian and his soon-to-be wedded wife, Emily Lavender, daughter of the Duke of
Lavish.
it's not Style Isle, it's Lavish Land.
Ah, shoot. Okay.
Fine.
There's some kind of dumpy looking fella, but he's in an extremely extravagant outfit. Like kind of plods out from behind the curtain, and there's a very pompous bow to everyone who's cheering him on because they have no choice but to do anything else.
Oliver's just gonna whisper to the group, "This guy's right. This guy's a right nonce."
And a very beautiful looking dark-haired woman with a red sequin dress also follows him out, and they take their seats at the head of the grand table that's elevated above. And head butler goes, "Everyone, have a great night. This will be one to remember, and one that will go down in the history books."
I have
And
one.
everyone
I have
cheers
ask
as well.
Legend. Have I in character? Have I in character seen Lady What's Her Face before? Or have I just heard about her?
You've only heard about her. She's
So
one of
Oliver's
those,
actually gonna be kind of a little taken aback.
She's a very princess in the castle type who never really shows herself before the public.
Oliver's jaw is just gonna hang a little bit.
And business resumes. And the butlers go back to frantically going to and from tables. And
God
you
damn it,
guys are
Doug's
now,
always got the perfect fucking gift for everything.
you guys are now free to begin your covert operations.
Alright.
And we start
Oliver's just gonna like shake his head a bit and kind of come back to reality. You're like, all right, let's get this all done.
I feel like I should definitely be last.
You all
We have
split
to-
up and we start with the camera panning over into the kitchen as Oliver makes his usual proud entrance, but to not much attention as the rest of the butlers are way too busy preparing the great broth that will be served to.
Oh, I'm gonna walk up to the head chef who's working on it and go, oh, is this the main dish for tonight?
Are you blind or dumb?
I
Or
don't
both?
know, but that didn't answer my question. I am the official food taster. I'm making sure that I have to know what the menu is, because if a single person is poisoned, it will fall on your head for your negligence.
His expression immediately softens a bit. I didn't know we were getting a replacement in for Jerry.
No worries. Is there a spoon I could borrow just to have a little taste?
Why, yes. As he brings out the golden taster spoon.
Ooh. That just makes you think of the fucking yogurt video. It's like the plastic golden spoon. I'm gonna taste it.
Spoonful.
Here you go. See if it's
Oliver's
to your
going
luck.
to very daintily and fancily take a few sips. Obviously, his pinky is raised as he's doing this. What does it taste like? What kind of soup is it?
It's like a big broth that's being prepared. It's got various exquisite vegetables and meats being boiled. It's been
Oh my!
It's been cooking for several days now, so all the meat is
This is
extremely tender and it's just delicious.
Oh my lord! This is wonderful. Are you sure Jerry didn't die and go to heaven after tasting this?
Get on with your analysis. Is there any poison in there or not?
Let me see. I'm gonna take another sip. I have an idea. As I'm sipping, by the way, I am kind of shit. I have an idea, but I don't know how to execute it well. Can you just give me a second here?
You can message me if you want.
Okay, I got it. Well, it's not like a secret thing. I'm just trying to figure out how to get this going. Actually, you know what?
What?
You know, it does taste good, but there's just something about it that I'm not sure about. You know what? I think I need to take a moment to analyze this soup. Can I please have the room? It'll be just a moment.
Well,
I need everyone clear. I am the food tester. Again, if the Duke's daughter's wedding is ruined because you refuse to let me do my job, I will not be taking responsibility for this. I just need to double check something real quick, and
Give me
you
a
will be
charm
able to
persuasion.
and you will be able to return to your full charm. That's good. And you will be able to return to your duties post haste. So it's charm, I have. Oh, this is a full flip for me. And I'm healthy. Crit. Yes.
Oh, let's go.
Darn.
And I get to do what? 2 more cards, I think, because of the hero speech.
That's true.
That's true.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. Can this? Oh, fuck. That's
Gotta
such a
give
good
them
roll. I
power,
don't know if the
right?
roll that I need to do next time is gonna carry. Like, god damn it. So, but go ahead. So, I raise like my eyebrow, like the something malicious is brewing picture. Like it's just really highly raised.
You not only say this to him, but you kind of put your foot on the table and announce this to the entire room of butlers, who immediately feel your charisma flowing, and even though they're extremely busy, they can't help but feel swayed by your words, and they're like, "Oh man, this placement's the real deal. You got a prime taster in. Right, well."
I am the tastiest of all tasters. This much is known.
And the head chef goes,
My
Well,
name is Lando. What? Lando. I forgot the last name.
Lando,
Lando.
Lando, the greatest food taster in all of what's this place name called again? Out of character.
Lavish.
Lavishland.
Lando of House Lando.
Of Lavishland.
and the head chef also looks very proud that you would pile so much praise upon my food that you require an entire room to process it. Why, yeah, be my guest. Chefs,
Of course. Again, I shan't
let's
be
take
long.
a brief recess. As they,
Alright.
a lot of the
As
overworked
they all
chef
leave?
looks pretty
Alright.
relieved to take
Yeah.
a break, and you're free to
All right.
take your action in the
I
now empty room.
lock the door, and I'm gonna look for a laxative.
Give me a wit investigation to see if this
One
this
wit,
kitchen has laxatives in it.
3 investigation,
I
And I'm
mean,
healthy.
if it's got prune juice.
and I know I don't have any jokers.
True.
So I'm just gonna go ham. So, hero point. Oh,
Oh,
drive. More drive.
He's
3.
driving.
I think I have one more. Is that 1, 2, 3? Is that all my drive? Yeah, I think so.
Did you use one before?
No. I only used a hero point before.
I know you have 5 drive. I don't know what the initial flip was.
Not super high, but I can't do anything.
Use these last 2 cards in the deck. It must be done.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Let's go.
Actually, that was 8k.
So go ahead.
You have plenty of time to snoop around the kitchen, and you don't find any prescription laxatives, but you do find some natural alternatives that would definitely speed up the process by a considerable amount. As you start throwing in random berries, prune juice, fucking, I don't know,
Just
actual
everything.
natural laxatives.
Sugar-free gummy worms.
Yeah. The hog.
Pouring the entire pot of sugar-free gummy worms into the broth.
He's like wringing them out.
Yeah. And of course, afterwards, I put, and I want to say jokingly, kind of cartoonishly, after all these random ingredients, he takes a bit of the salt and just bloop, one like hit of the salt shaker just to say he's hiding up the flavor.
The rest of the chefs take a peek round the corner as they witness you adding in the last dose of salt.
They only see him putting in
Yeah.
the pinch of salt.
Yeah, that's
they-
actually
They
perfect.
start whispering to themselves, "Oh, this guy's improving head chef's recipe. He must be insane." As you call them back in, and they, you get a few stirs in to make sure the new ingredients are no longer visible from the surface
Yes.
of the pot. And they go,
Gentlemen, I thank you for all of your gentlemen and ladies, I thank you for your patience. I apologize about my earlier scare. Your food wasn't poisoned. The taste that I was tasting was just a bit of a bit of a vegetable aftertaste that is easily covered up by just a little pinch of salt. I feel like the guests will I am Lando of House Lando, the greatest food taster in all of Lavish Land. I feel like it's a slight improvement. And head chef, I hope you're not offended by my slight improvement of some just a single shake of the salt. I hope that there's no bad blood between us. I know that it's not proper restaurant etiquette, but today is such an important day.
He almost looks honored by the fact that you would give him the advice, and goes, thank you for that. As he
And as a testament of goodwill, let us all just have a small drink of champagne together.
he pulls out a giant scroll, which is the recipe for this broth, and at the end, the very end, as it's like unraveling onto the floor, he just adds a single pinch of
It's like
salt to the end.
Yeah.
My life's work is complete. Thank you, Lando of House Lando.
Of course, and a toast to the, and Oliver has already poured like a little champagne for everyone. A toast to the soon-to-be newlywed couple.
And this guy lets us drink on the job? Oh my, get this guy in full time. As they all raise their glasses and cheer.
I am so flattered, but you know how sought I am after as a food taster that I unfortunately could not accept if I wanted to. But today is a special day, and I'm glad to have shared it with all of you.
And the head chef goes, well, I think that's enough dilly-dallying. Let's get our masterpiece out into this kitchen.
Make sure you give
into the
everyone
dinner room.
hefty. Make sure that every single guest gets a hefty bowl, and don't be afraid to give them seconds, because they're going to find it irresistible.
My boy, they're going to get every last drop.
That is great to hear.
As the other butlers begin plating up the broth, somehow not noticing the gummy worms and other random shit that you've added.
They've melted at this point, and they're hidden by the meat and the vegetables.
Dissolve. And they begin.
Oliver just
Oliver
has a very he turns around to leave and just has a very sinister smile on his face.
The door closes like that one Vegeta gif.
Yeah. Except him.
And
except everyone's gonna have the shits. It's gonna be amazing.
As the other butlers are making their way out of the kitchen carrying the dishes,
I walk up. By the way, I walk up to Eddie because I assume he's still on the main floor, and just go, don't drink the soup, whatever you do.
Not too hungry anyway.
If you see Salno and Tony, tell them the same.
As it comes to Salnar's turn,
I won't see him,
Okay.
but will do.
Oh shit.
All right.
I feel like, no offense, but I feel like that's kind of hard to top. But I'm still excited.
So I'm setting up various things on stage, mainly just sort of like piling things like on the stage, like various like sort of like tables or like cabinets from back to sort of make just sort of like a large sort of elevated portion on the stage.
Oh lord.
And I just sort of grab various kind of like, I don't know if I need to search for these, but I'm going to hope that there's some sort of like paint or something like that is like very like something like liquid that is like very like intensely colored.
by the side of the stage, you do spot a leftover can of paint. And when this place was being touched up for the grand dinner.
Okay, so I'm gonna grab. Is there anything like sharp, like maybe like a box cutter?
You can grab a knife from one of the nearest tables.
Going to do just
Oh,
that.
a nice steak knife. Yeah.
I'm gonna grab a steak knife from one of the tables. And then I'm going to sort of like step forward on the stage and just be like, friends, hear my words. I have been instructed today to show you a grand ritual.
The guests turn their heads round in anticipation.
First, please, I must have a volunteer from the audience. One who is ready to give their all to the great serpent.
Magnus,
In the hopes that he will bless this marriage.
Magnus Sarkeesian is looking over at you, and he doesn't remember his father mentioning that there would be live entertainment at the dinner.
Fellas, I'm just I need to give you a heads up. Sorry to interrupt. I feel free to go ahead, but try not to do the climax of the wedding without me. I'll be right back. I don't know. I might.
Yeah, sure.
All right.
As Sarkeesian goes, sure. What's the harm? As he gets up from his grand table and walks over to.
I don't know if I should be saying this to the DM, but are you sure?
Maybe Sarkeesian is too good to get up from his seat at the moment. As one of the nearby dinner guests shrugs his shoulders and goes, well, what's the harm? And he kind of struts up and to a bit of applause from the rest of the guests. And he does a little bow as he positions himself next to you. What do you want me to do again?
You must simply remain still. I shall do the brunt of the work.
Sounds like a day in the life for me.
All I ask is that you clear your mind of all doubts and prepare your body for the sacrament.
He kind of rolls his eyes and laughs and goes, yeah, sure thing, buddy. He kind of closes his eyes and go on.
So I'm sort of like with sort of like a deft motion, I'm sort of cupping one hand and like I'm sort of like just pouring it into like pouring that like champagne from the table before into it and just sort of very gently kind of sprinkling it on his head.
You're doing just that, and the crowd is pretty amused, but also wondering what is gonna happen.
So now, I'm going to remove his jacket and shirt, while sort of like humming in just sort of like an ancient serpent tongue, and just saying some sort of like ritualistic speech.
The laughs from the crowd around you. The laughs from the crowd around you become more and more nervous.
and sort of once it's off, I'm sort of like taking the paint and just sort of like with my hands drawing like very like intricate markings kind of all over him, sort of like a mural to kind of Iggy, almost like he's sort of like wrapping around his body until ultimately like the head of Iggy, mouth open, is like right below his like neck. My friend, the ritual is nearly complete. I must ask, makeshift as it is, I must ask that you place yourself upon the altar, makeshift as it may be. But be assured, it has been properly blessed.
Okay, yeah, sure thing. Hey, he kind of whispers to you. You know, usually this is the part where you clue me on how you're gonna pull off your magic trick. So, what am I supposed to do?
You must simply close your eyes and envision the place you shall take by the side of the great serpent.
His one smiley face is now, the smile has now left his lips and he nervously closes his eyes. Okay. Sure. This'll all be over soon.
That it shall, my friend. So I'm gonna sort of like I'm taking the knife and I kind of like rest it like very deliberately sort of on his chest, and then I kind of like put my elbows on and sort of clasp my fingers and I go, "Please, friends, join me in prayer. Today, we honor the great serpent Igyali, so that he may in turn honor the union of these two fine folk. We bring the serpent gifts of man, in the hopes that one day he will return these gifts to us in the form of a swift and rapturous consumption."
The table that this guy was from are looking very nervous, but some of the other tables are getting into it now, and you hear a couple cheers.
So basically, now I'm going to sort of I'm going to lift the knife, sort of like I'm like clasping it like in both hands, with like hands just sort of like shaking with like the force I'm gripping it with.
Did I miss anything really funny? Sorry.
Sort of. You got here just in time. I'm going to plunge the knife directly into this guy's chest.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Why is he doing this? What's the context?
He's the entertainment.
The entertainment Salnar decided on was a live sacrifice.
Oh Christ!
I think you mean Igyali.
Give me charm perform to bring this man together with Igyali.
Oh my god! Oh god!
Right. I did buy that max perform, right?
Yep.
Okay, good.
Oh fuck, he's min-maxed.
I still don't have any jokers, so I'm gonna put my hero point in the last of my drive on this.
Let's go. Have you plus 2 from the hero speech?
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Oh my
god!
Why'd you moan that?
It's that hype.
You.
That's 7 successes.
That's awesome.
You hold the
That's
knife
awesome.
very ceremoniously in the air with both hands directly over his chest. Everyone's looking on in awe and in anticipation. You swiftly bring down the knife into this guy's chest, immediately killing him as blood erupts out, and the table that he's on looks extremely worried, but the rest of the crowd erupts into... Sorry.
Listen, can I do 7 success privilege to do like a very quick little addendum to this?
Yep.
Can I shape the blood into like a serpent, like roaring as it's coming out of his chest?
You can. But as the blood splurts out directly up you, control the
Who's
form
in the
of
splash
liquid.
zone? Who's in the splash zone of this?
No, and he's in the center of like the dinner hall.
Oh.
He's on the stage.
Yeah, he was on the stage part.
Jesus.
the blood, the liquid of the blood that slowly comes to form together into a great homage to the great serpent eagerly as a huge serpent head forms, and as quickly as it appeared, it dissipates into a fine red mist. The crowd goes wild, not knowing that you legitimately just killed this man. They're all erupting into applause, and you just hear words of, "How did he do that? That looks so real. This guy's insane." They have the best entertainment here in Lavish Land, and they're all whooping and cheering, and
until they realize the other guy's not getting up.
I
they just think that's part
I'd like to
of the
imagine his body's like magically disappeared into.
I'm pushing my 7 success privilege. I wanna hand the knife to Lord what's his name, who was like who was initially on board with letting me do this.
You hand Sir Keeson the bloodied knife as he goes, "Wow, this is very realistic blood. I must applaud your prop finding aptitude here."
Igyali is most pleased with your offering, my good friend.
You shall make a... Sorry, go on.
I believe that he shall smile upon this union with his grand teeth.
I like you. Be a jester for my grand house in Lavish Land.
I am sorry, my friend, but my calling is to the great serpent.
Wow,
Though I would gladly instruct this jester of yours in the proper rituals to honor him.
well, it's not often that I take no for an answer, especially from a lowly butler. But the show you put on tonight has been so enthralling that I may be doing you a disservice if I don't let you roam the world and show everyone this grand trick you just performed for us.
Jesus Christ.
As the family of the man you just killed live on stage, some of them have gone up to inspect the body, and they let out a scream that is muffled by the cheers of the rest of the dinner hall. And as they have some hushed words between themselves, the entire table has now left the venue.
Did they take the body?
Yes, they took the corpse of their...
They cleared up the evidence for us.
He even gets the audience to clean up for him. Well, this guy's the real deal. And, now that the show's over, the pre-dinner entertainment, it now comes to Eddie's turn.
Alright. So I immediately want to search out who's providing the wedding dress.
You can't really see them all that well. Just want to remind you.
Well,
See what for the
no.
the wedding dress?
I want to find whoever is providing the wedding dress, and tell them the words I have and suggestions I've got for the dress code that should conspire for the big event.
You have a look around and you only see there's the grand dinner hall, there's the kitchen, and there's the butler preparation room.
Okay.
Well, someone has to probably tell them about it.
Well, yeah.
So
'cause-
you're gonna look for someone. In that case, you
Yeah.
can give me a wit investigation.
I shall do just that, I suppose. Two wit, healthy, +2. Yeah.
Whoa.
Okay.
Who's the auntie? Who's the auntie?
Doc.
Oh shit.
Oh, I thought we were deciding who was the new auntie. Wasn't it
I
Tony?
think it was Dingle.
Dingle? Dingle, do you want to ante this or not?
Oh,
All of our plans have been going pretty well so far, I think.
oh, actually, yeah, that's an easy ante.
Because again, also crit too. So we're all fucking balling on our. This is gonna be the greatest like ruined wedding of all time.
I did so well that I didn't actually ruin anything. I just killed a guy and everyone was super cool with it.
You
True.
did get a whole family to leave the venue.
That's,
True.
That's true.
And they haven't realized it yet, but now everybody is covered in a fine mist of blood.
Oh man, did that family? Oh wait,
Forensics
did that
would
family?
say they did it.
Did that family stay around to at least eat their soup though, Sechin?
No, it's currently collecting a fine film of red mist on top of their breath.
Oh no.
It's blood and laxative soup.
Someone will eat it. Just leave it there.
And
Worst wedding ever.
Eddie wanders over to the butler preparation room, not knowing that it is the room, but he has found the right room, and he wanders around for a bit, feels his way past all the lockers and all that stuff, and eventually finds another room within there that's there's a few people inside it, all surrounding a beautiful white wedding dress. It will be worn by Miss Lavender. Oh,
Alright,
I wasn't aware we were having any other dress prep. I think we're good
on
in
the
this room.
contrary, on the contrary, we're gonna need to change things fast.
Why? What's the matter?
Look at this thing.
Are you seeing what I'm seeing?
No one sees. what
Clearly,
Eddie
you
sees.
aren't.
They all look from you back to the beautiful white wedding dress. And they're like, what's the issue?
It's beautiful. It's white. It's like anything that I've seen 1,000 times before. What is it saying, really? Nothing. It's bland. It's tasteless. You need something with lavish taste.
He's playing to him. He's playing to him.
They
Oh my
put
God.
their fingers on their chins and
They all do
begin
the thong.
thinking it. As you can give me a charm and persuasion.
Alright. Shit, I don't have persuasion. Okay.
Hero points.
I used them both.
Oh, fuck.
They go, yeah, it's been done 1,000 times before, 1,000,000 times before, but this is what they wanted. This is specifically what the Duke requested. We kind of advised to go against his decision, I think.
Tell you what, I'll whip you something up, and, we'll see.
We'll see. Well, I suppose if you've got free time and you're not busy serving meals like you should be, then I guess you can try and make us a new dress. Yeah, go over there. There should still be some spare materials lying around. You can give me an intelligence engineering to craft a new wedding dress.
I'm still healthy. I've still got a Joker
Or
in
just-
here.
Alternatively, a wedding dress with a bomb in it.
Okay,
Oh
I'm
my-
keeping that.
Alright, describe how you want this wedding
Why are we
dress to
all
be.
popping off on destroying this wedding? This is so amazing.
We're born for this.
True.
This is the greatest mission we were ever given.
I want it to be like fucking so nonsensically like artsy, where it's like objectively ugly, but the eye for fashion and art
Yeah, I like
sort of deludes you into thinking it's good.
the idea that Eddie's got like this idea of like, yeah, it should be like a super artsy thing, but he doesn't even know what he's like picking off of like the out of the.
Well, yeah, in part due to just because I cannot see what materials I'm using.
But it's so good.
Put together a looks like
It's
a
like
patchwork
tw-
dress that's just like cobbled together on various different materials you've picked up.
Now
and
this says something.
as you present your craft, you whips up extremely quickly, and the other butlers look between themselves and go, "Wow, this is I didn't know we had such a fine eye for art amongst our group.
This
We're
is positively lavish.
Yes.
Well, this is why I was hired as to check on the dress code, you know?
It's so postmodern. I can't believe my eyes. This'll... You know what? I don't care if the Duke doesn't like this. As art buffs, we must honor your creation that you have just made. Forget this.
You're a bunch
As
of
the head
fucking.
butler said, this is one for the history books.
Everyone
Yeah.
in Lavish Land is such a fucking theater kid. This is so amazing.
And they throw the old wedding dress in the garbage and now prop up their new the new dress on a wooden thing on wheels that they can roll in. And they go, I think it's about time. We can present this to the Duke's daughter and
Before
be
we
so
get to the
impressed with
climax of the wedding, can I just do one small thing since I finished my job?
okay.
I mean, we haven't even gotten to Tony's yet.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I mean,
never
depending
mind,
on how
I
small
forgot.
it is, if you want to get it out there.
It was literally just Oliver in his butler outfit walks up to, you know, in a way where he's actually pretending to be a servant, walks up to what's her face,
The bride.
the bride, and just refills her like drink, like if it's champagne or wine.
With the soup.
No, not with the soup.
Give me
He
a
doesn't have
charm
access to-
perform to elegantly pour a glass of champagne.
Charm. Okay, and perform. I do have some in that. That's good. Okay. 1, 2, 3. That's my charm. Perform. And I'm healthy. I think hero point. Ooh!
That quick.
Saved by the crit.
That roll.
I was gonna
turned
say,
around
I was
real
gonna say dramatic failure if you're real.
I
But
was
that's
thinking
way
that
better.
too.
But that's way better.
And as he's pouring it, he's not hitting on her. But he just very in a very friendly manner just goes, I hope you're enjoying the night. I hope you're enjoying the night, miss.
He's not hitting on her, but he will headbutt her.
No.
Jokes aside.
He's hitting
on her without the on.
But Oliver does have his usual flair and his, beautiful golden hair, so he does strike a little conversation with her.
The woman who had her arms folded a little bit and didn't previously seem super interested in this night has now perked up a little bit at the sight of an elegant butler who's brought her a drink, and he kind of does that thing where he starts pouring at the bottom right by the glass and then like lifts up the bottle, like making
is a-
distance.
He does the fucking douchebag
Oh, yeah.
bartender
Yep.
thing where he brings it up and down.
But she finds it
got
super
his-
impressive as the
And
champagne.
he's got his best like friendly smile on. He looks dashing.
Champagne comes to a perfect halt at the midway point with 0 bubbles overflowing. And
But it's the right amount of bubbles where it looks absolutely lavish.
Damn, he poured it with no head, with the glass
Yep.
standing straight up. This guy's the real deal.
yeah.
she when she sees this, she perks up a little bit and goes, "Why, thank you." As,
Of course. Anything for the lady of honor.
Magnus Sakison gives you a dirty look. Dirty look.
I give him because it's a crit. Oliver looks at him, raises his eyebrow a little bit, and just smirks a bit, and just goes, "I will leave you to the rest of your dinner."
Be careful, man. I just gave that guy a knife.
True.
But Oliver kind of does a very dramatic like whoosh, like spins himself very theatrically away just to get the last bit of her attention.
He groans as she lets out a little giggle at that very theatrical performance. And as that's happening, Tony is making
Hey, it's also-
preparations to.
If you think
Fix the
about it, that's
chandelier.
also part of the mission. You gotta think about it logically.
Yeah.
He's creating dissent between the bride and groom.
I've honestly just imagined it. just
Oliver's
me
a
at-
fucking homewrecker. No, sorry for interrupting. But go ahead.
Oh,
Brown,
I was just
sorry.
saying, like at the start, I just imagined that I fucking was like, "Where's the? How do I get to the chandelier?" You know, I'm just like asking
this
directions.
entire night, Tony's been trying to get to the
I'm just like asking directions to get up there.
He like went up to ask Selnar, but he saw he was busy.
yeah.
He was just kind of like awkwardly waiting around.
He was like about to climb on stage, like as I like fucking stabbed the guy. And he's like, oh, I probably shouldn't disturb him.
Oh, maybe we should go ask somebody else. He's busy right now.
You ask one of the butlers, and they point out. Hey,
The rafters. He's got to go up to the rafters.
have a look up there. There's a.
He just point up.
So you see that big big chandelier up there? Yeah, you just wanna. I think they just like, I don't know, climb up on the walls onto those beams there. Hope that helps. As he goes back to.
Hope that helps. Bye.
Points up. I hope that helps. Bye.
Well, I guess it's time to climb.
We believe in you, Tony.
I start climbing the wall.
Spider Toady.
Give me brawn athletics to scale the side of this wall.
The 90-degree wall.
Climb up onto the rafters.
You can't let us down, Brown. Everyone's been popping off.
I'm vouching for an extra flip because he needs to use his hook hand to climb.
Yes.
Oh, that's true. Yeah.
True.
Thanks for thinking,
True.
dude. Fuck.
Come on. You got any hero points
Hero
in you?
point. I think I have one left.
You're weeding through the waste. It's fine.
No.
I'm barely hanging on.
You begin trying to climb the straight marble wall of the dinner hall. It's very slippery, and you do like punch a little hole in the wall to try and get yourself a foothold as you're climbing up, but it doesn't really get you far. And another butler walks past as you're doing this, and points out the stepladder that's right beside you.
Yes,
Thank you.
the convenient ladder after he fails his flip. I've taught him well.
I climb up the ladder. Run it up.
You defeatedly climb up the ladder, kind of shimmy your way across the rafters, and make your way to the fixture of the
I'm gonna
grand
pull the
chandelier.
ladder up after me.
You've got your ladder.
Okay, good. Alright. And now I'm up. I'm on the chandelier, right?
Yep.
Shimmy
This
it.
is one of the greatest. This is one of the. We really popped off this session.
I'm
Yeah.
so I just love it.
So I'm just gonna kind of wait until like until the wedding actually gets started.
I might not have described this well, but it's not the wedding night. It's just
Oh.
it's like the pre-celebration of the union between these families.
Oh, so this is like the
Okay.
engagement. This is like the
Yeah.
engagement
And
party.
I'm gonna
Engagement
okay.
wait.
A
I'm
better
gonna
way of
wait
describing
until
it.
I'm gonna wait until the what was his name? I can't. I'm sorry. It's like there's an S.
Salno?
No. The groom.
Oh,
the guy.
Sarkeesian.
Fucking
Yeah,
Not to be
Sarkeesian.
confused with Sir Lux.
Anita
Yeah.
Sarkeesian.
Yeah, Sarkeesian. Yeah, Sarkeesian. Yeah, I'm gonna wait until he starts trying to. I feel like he'd do a speech or something, right?
It gets to the point in the night where people are about to tuck into their blood-covered, laxative-containing broth. He raises his champagne glass. It wasn't poured as perfectly as his bride-to-be was, but he makes a ting ting ting, and everyone quiets down.
Oh Christ!
Um,
Please don't leave us on a cliffhanger. I need to see what's gonna happen.
Alright, I'm gonna. Everybody's looking at him.
Yep.
Yep. Everyone stops.
And he begins giving a speech about mainly about how great he is, that he's so glad that everyone came out to witness a truly historic event.
Yeah, and while he's in the middle, cut the chandelier.
Give me cutting a chandelier.
I'm gonna use my hook to cut the chandelier off. The
There's
ceiling.
no one under
I'll
it, right?
say give
hopefully
me
they're
brawn
under it.
melee to whack at the fixture with your hook claw.
I don't want us to kill too many people
Well,
or anyone.
Well,
Hell,
too late
it's
for,
too
for
late.
anyone.
Too late for that.
All right. Oh, you jokered.
Fucking Joker, dude.
So he begins Magnus Sarkeesian goes, "It is with great pleasure that I will become married to the Duke's daughter." She doesn't look very interested.
I wave at the Duke's daughter if she can see me.
She's kind of just staring into space right now. And he's going, "And it is only fitting that I must welcome a extremely special guest to this grand unions between our families. May I, one and all, proudly present the Duke of Lavishland."
I'd like to double
he,
down on this Joker, actually.
Yep, you certainly can. And everyone's looking at the door in anticipation, but it's not the door that opens. It's in the center of the hall.
Oh no.
There, what was once just appeared to be floor, a clean marble floor, is now moving aside as the figure of the great Duke of Lavishland appears and rises onto the floor as everyone is clapping and cheering and just absolutely. Some women get up and curtsy, and some people are like bowing in his presence, and it's he's raising his hands, he's looking around and welcoming all the praise that he's getting as he looks upon his great subjects. But it appears they're getting brighter and brighter. They're getting easier and easier to look at as the chandelier, which was once far away on the roof, is rapidly approaching right above the Duke as it the chandelier smashes down directly onto the Duke.
Oh my god.
The lights go out. It's absolute pandemonium within the
Does the soup start kicking in?
within the dinner hall, and on top of this new threat that has just almost obliterated the Duke, they some of the guests start feeling a funny sensation in their tummies,
Oh
and
lord.
some of the weaker stomachs among them is can't help but go through the bowel process, and the room stinks. It's dark. It's a mess, and you guys have successfully destroyed the engagement party. You'll be dealing with the consequences of this next time on ArrrrghPG.
Holy
shit. This was such an amazing
This was
session.
amazing.
You guys played that like perfectly.
That was so good.
That was so better than I could have ever imagined. Holy shit.
I was so glad I got to sacrifice that guy on stage. When you left to like go do something, I was literally saying to everyone like, I have the perfect idea, but I don't know if Session's gonna let me do it.
How could I not?
You almost let me
70%.
fucking sacrifice the guy who was getting married.
I thought about it. Alright.
Well, I sacrificed the Duke, dude.
Fantastic session, and I'll begin
So
2 hero
upset
points.
that I am so upset that Doc missed this, because holy fuck.
True.
Oh man.
Oh, would've been
We
great,
popped
but-
off so hard.
Yeah, that's facts.
Oh boy.
That was so fucking legendary, dude. That was like just that, like everybody's splitting up. Like, let's just fuck this place up.
I know. Just
And
like,
That is
like
exactly how I was hoping you guys would go
Just
the
about it.
divide and conquer.
It's so good with the setups too, because you start off with like okay, I'm like, okay, I gotta get the chandelier right. Easy. Cannot do the chandelier first. No way in hell. You start off with the chandelier dropping. That's
Nah,
dumb.
we can't start with that.
It comes last, dude. But then it's just like it's just like, and then Cynical goes first, and he does all his shit, and it's fucking great. And then bam, right at the end it comes through, and in the middle you just got fucking it up, everybody.
Oh, yeah.
Alright, Sin,
fucking-
who are your heroes?
Heroes has to be Salnar and
Feel bad for
Tony.
you guys, you gotta decide.
Yeah, Salnar and Tony. Now, listen, Zell, I absolutely loved yours too. Like, I loved everyone's like part in ruining this wedding, but Salnar's and Tony's are really hard to top.
Oh, yeah.
And
For
I
sure.
think I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think mine was pretty good too. Everyone's was good, but I can't pick myself, and I wasn't
wanna
going
go
to even if I
next.
could. But no, everyone was good. Yeah, but Salnar, the sacrifice was way too funny because I came back. I was like, "What did I miss?" It's like, "Oh, you didn't miss anything yet." And then Tony, like, that is the perfect like cartoon fucking Looney Tunes way to end this whole caper.
Yeah, I really wanted it to just come down at the end and like
The fact that we got to end it at the very end on a Joker too, just too perfect.
Wait, do I get a +3 on my next flip?
Yeah,
next session.
yeah, it's been carried over.
But I think everyone did amazing, and shout outs to Zedge too for holy fuck.
You
This
guys
was
carried
the-
the hell out of it.
This
was
no,
amazing.
like no, we can't take all the credit from the DM. You also did really good with all the NPCs.
No, this was a great.
This
great
was
session.
everyone popped
Yeah.
off this session. Doc, if you haven't watched this VOD, I wish you were here.
I'm gonna
Much
make
love.
him watch this VOD.
He needs to watch this VOD because we popped off so hard. It's like, damn, you were feeling sad for your family. You missed RPG, one of the best. I'm just kidding. I'm
Don't
just
make him
kidding.
feel
I am
bad,
just
dude.
kidding.
Oh, jeez.
I'd like to imagine this is all happening, and Doc is like at the bottom of that like fancy ship. He's just like made like a nest for himself, and he's just going.
He's got a little nightcap on, but yeah, Salnar, Tony, but fucking amazing all around, amazing session. This was so good, and this is just as I was reminiscing about, like I love every season of RPG. It's like, but some I feel like I had more fun with others, but this is like this single session has skyrocketed RPG up to like my top 3 favorite like seasons that we've done, but all of them are good. I want to say, I'm being honest, but I want to say I love all of them, and I hope that we just play RPG for like years to come.
Here.
But yeah,
here, knock on wood.
Really long way to say Salnar and Tony are my heroes.
Brown, did you say you wanted to go next?
Knock on wood.
Because you know what? Cynical says, "Oh, it's hard to compare Tony and what's the other guy's name? Salnar."
Yeah.
Listen. I know you think that. I know what you're thinking. Listen, I'm thinking the same thing. Okay, the dress, a little lackluster. Okay, but listen, we all know that one of the best parts of the session was Eddie the clerk.
Eddie the clerk was really good.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's where he popped
clerk,
off.
The clerk bit was a real heat.
So don't write off the dress just yet.
The dress was. Listen,
yeah,
I'm not saying the dress
actually, that's true. We haven't gotten to see the resolution of the dress yet.
That's a fair point, exactly. But that's what I'm saying. You know, it's like there's not a lot to say with it. Like he fucked it up, but then it's like, oh, where's it going? We don't know. But the clerk business.
The clerk stuff was hilarious.
And yeah, I mean,
hero.
I'll give the other one to Oliver for. I just thought it was really funny that there's like this like ancient recipe and then a pinch of salt. It's complete.
The fact that you finessed your way from being a taste tester to contributing to the great recipe.
I know. You walked in as poison tester and you became the new head chef.
And I also another reason for the hero point is you healed one of the puffing quadranglers.
That's true.
True.
And I like that. And I like that it started off with Oliver's like, no, I don't want to get married. Sees who the woman is. Okay, you know what? Like, let's go fill up her champagne. Who knows? Who knows? I'm waiting. I got.
Ingle, who's your heroes?
All right. So I gotta give one to Eddie. Because Zell was just making me crack up this entire session.
All the blind jokes were really on point this session.
I just could not stop laughing this session. He was just killing it every single time he made one of those jokes, and it's to the point where it's like it needs to have a hero point.
Yeah. My favorite bit that I made, just to toot my own horn, was the last clerk just let the guys in without checking them.
I love that fucking bit.
Yeah.
That was
so good. Honestly, my favorite, because I wasn't even thinking, is when I went like, if you see Tony or Salnar, let them know not to eat the soup. He goes, "Don't worry, I won't." Like I wasn't even thinking.
Yeah.
And it worked out so good.
He's the weirdest.
Another hero.
I think for my other hero, I think it's gotta be Tony, just because I'm such a big fan of the fucking. I'm such a big fan of the try to climb something, fail, and find there's a ladder right next to where you were trying to climb bit.
Yeah.
Fucked up, dude.
That's good.
Oh my god.
I forget which campaign it was, but I made that joke like 3 times.
Yeah.
It makes me laugh every time, and I don't know why.
It's a good bit.
And you know what? The worst part is, I I feel like I tried to use step ladder arrows in your campaign, and I just failed horribly.
I think that's true.
You almost certainly had step ladder arrows.
Alright, Zell, who are your heroes?
I cannot not give one to Tony for that beautiful ending, and as well as we've still got to see how the stolen bling will affect things.
Yeah.
Oh, that is true. I forgot that he's just been this whole time.
He's been blinged
like,
up.
he's asking
I didn't
people
forget.
how to he's asking people how to get to the chandelier, and he's just like covered in gold jewelry.
I got a fucking
Some
bro.
stolen family jewels,
Yeah.
I got some. Dude, I was thinking, like, I was actually thinking about it so much. I was thinking maybe like changing my character sheet to be blinged out. What's that website called? Do they still have those
Blingy.
websites?
Bling.
Does it
Blingy.
still exist?
I'm
Blingy
Are we gonna
pretty
make
used
sure.
it
so many
Tony
hard
Blingy?
gifts. Back in the
I'm
day.
pretty sure it does.
Okay.
Either way,
I'm sure Blingy still exists. I'll
second
cry
one.
if
But,
Blingy is no longer with us.
No, it's
second
still
one's really tough.
Blingy's
but-
still around. I just checked.
You know what?
Bro, I need it.
I like the I like the love story that's unfolding here. So I'm gonna give one to Oliver there for
Progressing a little unconventionally, but we'll see how it goes.
for trying to ruin his potential crush's wedding.
I know. He's fucking. He's hitting on a girl that he almost certainly is going to make shit her pants.
That's true. She's eating from the same bowl.
Oh no!
Yeah, I thought you were gonna warn her, but
I didn't get a chance to. Like, I don't know
Yeah.
how you say like, oh, don't eat the soup, or oh fuck, I should have thrown that in or something. Oh well.
No, that's how you show what a gentleman you are. Where you're gonna be like, I don't even care that you shit yourself. You're still beautiful to me.
that's true.
Classic technique.
But yeah,
Alright.
this was an amazing session.
We definitely
It's a
got
banger.
a double joker this session, but I forgot who got it.
I
two
think
people.
we got two. I think me and Cynical have to flip for it.
Yep.
Sure.
Actually,
Well,
you know
I
what? You know what? I was anti-Joker this session. I will cede it to Cynical.
Thank you. I will take it.
I still want to see this flip though.
All right. Just to
Just
see,
for
out of
bragging
curiosity.
Oh, somebody already
Ooh,
shut
good
up.
thing I ceded that flip. I told you, hot hand.
Somebody already shuffled, but I think
I gotta go
think I
now,
had my
fellas.
crit and a joker still left.
Yeah, Coker. I gotta go, fellas. I'll see you later.
I know. I was so.
Oh wait, no,
I
I used my
had-
crit on finding it, didn't I?
I was so stoked. I still had like half my drive and a hero point, and there was like and no more jokers left in the deck. I'm like, oh, this sacrifice is gonna be so fucking good. I was right.
Oh, I am so glad that the rolls worked out like they did.
Same.
Yeah.
They worked out really, really well.
Those rolls really kind of couldn't have gone better from like a storytelling point of view.
Yeah.
You guys just got jokers in all the funny places, but also like did really well in all the flips where you're trying to do well.
Yeah.
So it was good.
I wanted it to end horribly for me, to be honest.
Although I did audibly gasp when I jokered, and then you said that I was putting my hand on a puffing quadrangler. I was like, no.
I was hurt, dude. I was hurt.
Why do all of Salnar's flips involve hurting the people? Why do all of Salnar's jokers involve hurting the people he loves?
Also, Brown, you said it did. You said it went well for you. You're still attached to that chandelier, my friend.
Oh no! I didn't say it went well for me. I said I was hoping it would go. I'm glad. I said, listen, I got the Joker, and I'm like, oh, great, thank God. I thought maybe I'd get off the chandelier, but at least I get to ride it to the ground. Fucking Doctor Strangelove style. And then I was like, and you were like, the Duke's coming up, and I was like, gotta fucking.
Not only did you write it down, but thanks to being surrounded by lights, you were shimmering in your new bling. Disco ball descending.
Why didn't Cynical send me the fucking blingy link, dude? What are you doing, dude? I need it. I fucking need it.
It's just bling with 2 E's.
Oh,
.com.
it's 2 E's. That's why I was tripping on me out, dude, because I wrote it with a Y.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm just gonna fucking snip Tony.
A creative community for fans, photos, and fun.
Ah.
Not wrong. Wait, Blingy has like a friend system and profiles? Blingy's a social
guess.
media?
I
Have to log
yeah,
in
I
to
guess.
a blingy, dude? Seriously?
Yeah.
Dude, you got a blingy account?
At one point I did.
There's competitions. Best artistic Blingy. Best celebrity Blingy. Best anime Blingy. Best goth Blingy.
Oh, yo, they announced the best anime blingy for last week.
Let's see it.
Hold on, I gotta download this. Oh yeah,
Sign up. What the fuck?
this is the #1 winner for best anime blingy.
I have to have had a blingy.
Oh shit, I can see why.
This is like an exclusive club. Make a blingy now. Why can't I just make an account, dude? What the fuck?
The #2 is that Lilo and Stitch character that eats sandwiches.
My style. What is #8?
Oh my god.
Is that
Sweat
John
Hawk.
Travolta?
Oh, that's Sweat Hawk.
It's Sweat Hog and Wild Hog. Hey!
What the fuck? Why do I need an account to make a blingy, dude? What is going on? It's tripping me
Oh,
out.
#7's good too.
#7 looks like it's like a GIF pulled from like a Mad Cat Lady video.